Alright, so we are on a road trip again, and let me start by making a statement by saying that I'm crazy. So yeah, as you can see, I'm right now in a Model X, which is a loaner. My car is in for service right now. But I had to go to Germany to install a couple of dash cams for a client that wanted me to come over for a couple of cars. So yeah, we now have like 500-600 kilometers to go. I will spend the night in between to make the trip more doable, because now it's Friday noon, so I just had to take half a day off at work. But yeah, so I'll be driving all the way up to Ettlingen, where I will stay at a destination charger hotel. And once I get charged up there, because that's more or less like a supercharger virgin territory, or dark territory I should say. So I need that destination charger to get charged up to get to Balingen tomorrow morning. Then we do a couple of installs, and then tomorrow afternoon I'll be driving back home again. So yeah, it's going to be a busy day for me, but it provided me the chance to take the Model X on the road trip, because I've never done that. I've driven the Model X a couple of times already, mostly as a loaner, but now I'm actually doing a short road trip with it. So yeah. So right now I'm charging up in Arlon, where we have, if you look around, we have in total 16 stalls right now, and back there are 14 more stalls waiting to be put up here. So that would make for a whopping 30 stall location here, which is good, because this is an important location for people traveling from Belgium or Holland to France, and they want to take the Autoroute du Soleil, for example. But one thing I noticed is that guy over there, he's parked at the stall, even though there's plenty of spaces otherwise. And yes, the stalls are still free, but he's parked at the stall and he's not plugged in. So guys, don't do that, right? So keep the stalls free from people that actually are charging or need to charge, and don't park there just because it has a Tesla sign. Now, interesting enough, some of the stalls here, they are nose in. Most of them are from the back, but some of them you have to park nose in, so probably that's a good thing for those that are driving with a trailer. So yeah, now I still need to charge up for about 20 minutes, and then we're off again. So I've actually charged up to 90%, because basically I don't yet know the car well enough to judge how much additional I have to charge in terms of what the dash says. So normally I calculate 15% additional, and I take another 15 to 20% additionally when I drive to Germany. Now yeah, since this is an X, has more drag, has more weight, and I don't know the coefficient of what it does, I just took the 90% to be sure, because between this and the hotel, which has a destination charger I plan on using, I hope I can, because otherwise I do have problems. But between here and there's no supercharger anymore. So if I miscalculated somehow, then it would result to hypermiling. But right now I don't foresee any issues. I have 366 kilometers left on the dash. The navigation tells me I have 238 kilometers to go, so I have over 100 kilometers additional. That's almost a third. Should be more than enough. Something that is very weird now is the fact that my navigation says it's 134 kilometers and I will be doing 1 hour and 47 minutes on that, which I think is long because I don't really see much traffic here. But on the other hand, if I look at the signs on the side of the road, it says Karlsruhe, which is close to Ettlingen. It's 189 kilometers. So there's a 50 kilometer difference in road. So I'm not sure what's happening here. Maybe it takes another route if you follow the road signs, and I'm going to go take some shortcuts. I don't know. Let's see what happens. But yeah, the difference is startling me at the moment. Alright, so we made it to the hotel in one piece. Only half an hour delay because of traffic, so that's not too bad. And I charged a little bit more than I had to as well. And the hotel has like 3 destination chargers here, but that blue car there, that one is not charging. The Porsche is charging also, so that's okay. But the blue one should be moved immediately. So yeah, it's also really close to my car now, and it's not really my car, so I don't want to ding it. Anyway, so let's see if we can get this guy to move and then free up that parking space for other people that need to charge that car. So yeah, also managed to arrange a massage for in half an hour or something, so I can relax a little bit more, and it's going to be a relaxing evening for me. So let's head back into the hotel and see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. So that was a relaxing evening. The car is still in one piece, so it wasn't scratched by the other car, but that other car left before me. Right now I still have about 1.5 hours left to drive to Balingen, where I have my customer for whom I have to install 2 dash cams today. So yeah, that will take several hours to do, and then I still need to get back home tonight, so it will be a long day again. But the sun is out, the weather is nice, I'm looking forward to it. So here we have the front dash cam, and as you can see from a driver's perspective, that dashcam is completely hidden, so you don't see anything of it, which is one of the biggest bonuses for installing a black view, because it's so easy to install, and in the sense that it doesn't hinder. The most difficult part for installing a dashcam in a Model X is that you need to have this wire here, which goes to the back camera, and the power connector. You need to run both of those through this little conduit here all the way to the top to have a nice finish. Now if we pull that away, so that's clicked on, so I already loosened it up for you guys, but if we just put that away, then you see clearly that there are a lot of wires that are running in that conduit already, and here they are taped together, but also completely here at the back they're also taped together. So those are the most difficult parts to get it into that little white cable thing here as well. So now we need to pull that one out and then add these two wires. They can absolutely not cross, otherwise it's impossible to clip the black part back on properly. So that's what. Now it does require some work, but once you get the cables in there, then it looks like it's just coming from the factory, right? No cable visible at all. The grommet fits exactly as it came back from the factory. So yep, not a happy customer. Alright, that was interesting. So I got to do both a Model S and a Model X for one guy. His wife had the Model X, and he drove the Model S, and they took the Model X on vacation, and they wanted to have both on dash cams. So yeah, now we still have to drive back home, which is quite a distance. So apparently it's a little over 600 kilometers, and it will take me about 8 hours to get there. So yeah, long day, but I think it was interesting. Nice guy, friendly guy, always great to meet new people, and yeah, dashcam business is going international apparently. Now I have a little question I need to ask myself. I was planning on stopping in Waldlaubersheim, which is 268 kilometers. The car says I can do 335, but the trip planner actually disagrees with me, so the consumption would be higher. It's already recommending me to stay below 115. I have a couple of superchargers in between. I was hoping I could skip those. So now is the question, do we drive fast and charge up one more time, or one additional time, or do we drive slower to get more range in a single charge? I made a video about that a couple of months ago, that the ideal speed in terms of travel time, or travel efficiency, not the consumption efficiency, is 160 kph. So you actually have like 8% less time that you spend. So you're charging more, but the time that you're charging is not as much as the time that you gain while driving 160. Of course, I will not be able to do a 160 constantly because of traffic. I do have some traffic jams coming up as well. So we'll see what that does for the consumption. But yeah, I think I'm going to stop additionally and enjoy the Autobahn a little bit more. So apparently we're going to arrive in Waldlaubersheim at the superchargers with 2% left, and actually didn't mind any of the warnings that were on there. So I drove 150, 160 in parts, and the last part here to Waldlaubersheim was restricted to 130 anyway. And now I'm getting on the dash the dotted lines with restricted power. So we're down to about 2.5% now. So yeah, it's cutting it close, but in the end, the Model X was doing great. So now I have like a kilometer to go, 303 kilometers to that I did in one go in 2 hours and 49 minutes. Yeah, there was a bit of road works as well. But yeah, it's been doing great, the Model X. And also, I love Germany, right? Not because of the Autobahn, well, that also of course, but also because on every freaking hilltop you see wind turbines, and on every one there's like 20 or 30 at least. I haven't been able to count them anymore. I think on this trip I saw over 1,000 turbines already. So way to go, Germany. Now it's Saturday evening around 8 o'clock, and it's unbelievable how busy it is right now. So this section is normally unrestricted, but because of the fact that it's so busy, it has been restricted to 130 kph. So yeah, that was the last part of the Autobahn where I could enjoy catching up some time. So within a few minutes we'll be jumping into the Netherlands. I'll do my final charge for 20 to 25 minutes, and then it's in one go back home. So now I still have about an hour and a half to go to get home. All in all, I think the X cost me like half an hour additional compared to when I would have done this with the S. The main reason for that is the higher consumption. Of course, it's a heavier car, and it's also less aerodynamic, so that results in a higher consumption, and that means that I have to stop more or I have to charge up more, and that's what's losing me time. But I do think it's about half an hour on this. Let me think. It will be a 650 to 700 kilometer trip. So yeah, What do I think of the X? It's a good car. For me, I would still pick the 6-seater because the middle seat is blocking the rear view completely. So that's a big downside to the X. The big windscreen up front here, I haven't really noticed any problems with it in terms of the sun being in my eyes. But then again, if it's up there, then the sun is not in your eyes directly anyway. But also I haven't really experienced any airiness or the idea that you get more room or something like that. So yeah, for me it doesn't bother me, but it's also not a plus for me. Of course, there's going to be people that like this car. A lot of people apparently. I'm unfortunately not one of them. So I'll stick to my S and the Roadster hopefully in a few years. But yeah, so for now, charging up, still about 20 minutes to go, and then we're off and finally home. Looking forward to a decent night of sleep. As always, if you like my videos, please like them and subscribe to the channel using this little button, and don't forget to click that little bell icon so you don't miss out on any new videos. And for now, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye bye.